Alright, I was way too on topic with that last episode. I'm gonna have to go on a tangent this time. But I'll go after that as the opportunity arises. First off, I'm gonna wonder why the floor is green. I don't care, so I'm gonna ignore it. Second off, I'm gonna heal because I need to. I'm actually gonna have to go heal in the middle of the second because there's two double battles. And more morning-only joggers. And, oh yeah, the advent of the third box. We'll see those boxes in the corner, the BSR ones. Might have seen the second one pop in midway through the series. Well, now the third one has come up. And now you can barely read what's going on. Luckily, it won't get too bad, hopefully. I think once you've used the program that I was in for a really long time, you get like a box in the middle, and that might be a problem. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I still got the upper right corner to worry about. I neglected to use Bruce there. I decided if I were using the Starsky in the metagame, I would want that, but since I'm just doing this, I can use potions so I can get a slot for double team. And that's frankly a lot more useful. I believe the purpose of these trainers was to showcase the version exclusives for Diamond and Pearl here. Stunky is Diamond only, Lamio is Pearl only. Diamond's got the upper hand here. So, let's see. Oh, here, the Toxic. Very annoying. I'm sure you don't have to explain this, but Toxic basically takes away 1/16 of your health on the first turn, 2/16 the next turn, 3/16 the turn after that, and it basically keeps going. So, in the metagame, when you don't have like full heals and stuff like that, it's a real pain in the ass if you don't have a cleric. And the cleric is like an aromatherapist, for a better word. And then Lamio can't do anything useful. So the current moveset I have right now, I believe is going to be my moveset for the rest of the game. That's Double Team, Steel Wing, and Aerial Wave. Yeah, it provides decent type coverage. I can hit everything except pure steals for neutral. Pure steals and then Steelix and Broxon. But luckily there's very few of those, except a lot of them in very high numbers and concentrations. But hopefully I'll be high enough level by then that it won't matter. I've actually recorded a good deal in advance here. At the time of this narration, I've gotten the badge from Crasher Wake, and I'm already level 50. So hopefully I won't have to worry too much about not doing a lot to the Steelix. Bronzonics I'm not so worried about. I don't know why, maybe I just can't take them as threatening. They're giant bells. Although Victory Bell is pretty scary. Reminds me of James's Victory Bell in the anime. Here's my tangent, by the way. Basically left his Weeping Bell in a fake daycare run by Bush and Cassidy. And then it somehow evolved while he was in there, even though it made a leaf stone, and there's no way in hell Bush and Cassidy would give one of their arch rivals an upper hand. It just doesn't work like that. And Victory Bell, by the way, is the one who kept meeting later it was replaced by Conrad. I believe Cacnea is the one who does it for calling, although it's technically not eating. Also, another kick-ass Bell is Bellsprout that Ash fought against in the original Kanto League. It's kind of pathetic. He almost got swept by a Bellsprout. He was completely dominating this lady's team. But she sends out a Bellsprout, not a Weeping Bell, not a Victory Bell, just a Bellsprout. And it utterly destroys Pikachu. Then he sends out his kick-ass Muck, who doesn't get nearly enough screen time, nowhere near as much as it deserves. Then Muck just basically flops over and suffocates him to death. It was awesome. Ash's lesser used Pokemon are actually the cooler ones to use most of the time. Muck is awesome, Tauros is awesome, Heracross is awesome. Ash liked using Heracross, but then Professor Oak wanted to study it up close, so he took him away. That was assish of him. Yeah, there are people who call Ash ass because he wins through cheap plot devices a lot of the time in Hoenn, like once every 100 episodes, because it lasts like 300 for God's sake. Probably not 300, maybe 250. But yeah, it drags on. People complain about Johto dragging on and Sinnoh dragging on, but Hoenn was boring as hell. Yeah. But at least it wasn't as boring as Johto's fillers, which was basically Pokemon of the day. People criticized Sinnoh for moving slower than Johto, which is considered the slowest moving. And basically, oh, there's the static. They talk about how it has a ton of filler, but other people combat it by saying it's interesting filler. And generally it adds something to character development or the plot or something. Like the tag team arc, it doesn't actually happen in the game, but it's awesome, and it's interesting, and it develops characters, and it gives Ash a new teammate. Which I'd say that's worth 3 episodes. And meeting Cynthia and battling her didn't actually happen in the game, but that was cool. And it was kind of cool to see Paul get swept by a Garchomp. And that was a badass Garchomp. I mean, Paul has some badass Pokemon, like the Gliscor is awesome. But, damn, that Garchomp was fun. And now we're wrapping up the segment, I believe. This will be the last trainer. The breeders are pretty boring. They have the baby stages, which, while not the strongest, are the most annoying stages. I feel almost bad about beating up Pichu, but then I remember they're Pichu and I hate them. So it's all good. And then Pikachu, which aren't quite as bad as Pichu. They've lost weight since the first gen, and that's a positive change. I mean, those things were fat as hell, dude. They were like... It was like Yellow Kirby wearing a hat, and getting some sort of stomach infection, making the skin turn orange in that one spot. It was incredibly ugly and fat. And yet, for some reason, it was the most popular, and it got its own anime series. Makes no sense. And Hipini serves no purpose except to give a whole bunch of experience to rookie trainers. Which I'm not complaining about. It's just Chansey really didn't need a pre-evolution when it was already annoying as hell to get a blister. Oh my, this really runs up against the counter, doesn't it? Yeah, that's it for segment 26. We'll be heading to the Milk Bar next. One of my favorite places.